Comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Good morning. Happy Peacemaker Day to all who celebrate. Just want to make sure that, there we go. Good morning. How are you? I'm good. Thanks for asking. So, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy nonsense. Couple of things. As of yesterday, we were 7 hours away from monetization. 7 hours. But I woke up this morning and now we're 8 hours away. Not stressed at all because I saw it coming. Freaking YouTube, man. It's so difficult. It's such a challenge. Anyway, we're 8 hours away from monetization. Now, the studio is 5 days behind. So this is as of August 31st, 8 hours behind. So hopefully in the next couple of days, it goes back up. Because some days I'll jump up like 20, 30, 40 hours. And other days it goes down 450. But my birthday is Sunday, and I would really like to get monetized for my birthday. And that also means once we hit that goal, I draw a random name from our almost 8,000 subscribers, and they win a custom designed comics and hoodie and $50 gift card to Amazon, courtesy of C-Jack Productions. So, we're right there, folks. We're right there on the line. Please, YouTube, I'm begging you. My heart can't take any more of it. Please stop screwing with me. I can't take it. That was my Southern Midwestern. Other good news. I got accepted as a member of NBC Press-ish. Hard to explain. So I now have press access for NBC Universal, meaning I get screeners and stuff. So hot dog, legit now. That makes me very happy. And big thanks to Luke Boyce, one of the showrunners of Revival, who put in a good word for me. So that was extremely helpful. And I've taken that and turned that into enthusiasm for applying to the other networks to hopefully get approved for that too. So, woohoo! All right, let's scream good morning to the chat. Also, yesterday, get to the doctor and they're like, oh, guess what? We don't have insurance approval yet, so we need you to come back Friday. So, I won't be here Friday because hopefully then I'm actually having the procedure done. It's just to help with pain, so it's nothing too serious. Anyway, sorry. So much for watch hours. Oh, God. YouTube, you're so stressful. Good morning, Maverick Defender. Good morning, Nerdling, Deranged Lunatic. Buenos dias, Fernando. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Penny at Hooked on Missions. Good morning, Patricia. And hopefully I just answered your question. Good morning, Jaden. Good morning, Nerdling First Class contributing producer, sometimes editor, Kino. And good morning, Nerdling First Class Backyard Artist. Dude, Backyard Artist watched a lot of the channel yesterday and left a lot of comments. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for some of the advice you dropped. I have put those into use. Kino's been clipping out the Athena Finger and Neville Page interviews. So, yeah, YouTube and insurance companies, Legalize Ponzi schemes. So we've got a few things to chat about today. Yeah. James Gunn, I guess, knew I was off yesterday. Jokes. I have jokes. And he decided to announce the sequel to Superman, as well as, we got a few other things that are pretty cool. Pretty cool. But you know how it goes. We are going to chit chat about some of our other headlines before we get to our main topic. Also, one more thing before I forget. Two things, actually. So, one, I have watched the paper that dropped today, now available on Peacock. It is the kind of sequel or follow-up to The Office. It's made by the same people who made that series. I've watched it and I approve. As an Office fan, as the mother of Office fans, I absolutely love it. I think Office fans are going to love it. It maintains that same magic that made The Office so funny and so entertaining and smart, but in its own new way, if that makes any sense. It has its own originality to it, its own thing. I can't think right now, okay? I haven't had enough coffee, I guess. So, its own unique flavor. So definitely check out the paper. I was nervous because, revivals, sequels, reboots, everything, all that stuff these days doesn't exactly have a stellar track record. But, I mean, Domhnall Gleeson is fantastic. He's kind of the straight man, the Jim type. Well, he's not like Jim, but he plays that kind of straight man character. He's really good. And then, of course, you'd recognize her from White Lotus. Was it season 2, 3? The Italian one? I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but she plays Esmeralda. Phenomenal. She is an absolute comedic standout for the series. She is absolutely incredible. My favorite character. They have their own kind of Michael Scotts going on, and she's definitely one of them. Absolutely love it. And of course, Oscar is back, and he's perfect. I love it. So anyway, check out The Office on Peacock as of today. And my new glasses from Zenni Optical are coming in today. They were very kind to send them to me. I needed a new pair. I mean, I love these. I absolutely love these. Don't get me wrong. They block the blue light, which helps with, my migraines and stuff. But they're sending me their new IQ lenses with Zenni ID Guard. And it's like sunblock for your eyes. It has these special layers that defend against the entire spectrum of light that comes from the sun. So I'm very excited about it. Very, very beneficial for like if you have headaches and stuff, if you work on the computer light, because they block blue light, they block infrared. I don't know, like they transition when you go outside. So they go from your regular glasses to sunglasses, but still kind of preserves that visible light. So nothing just looks dark like cheap old regular sunglasses do. It still looks nice and crisp, but like you said, sunblock for your eyes. So anywho, sorry, it's my gym. I can't wait to show them off to you. I got some really cute frames and very excited. But if you would like a pair of those, I have dropped the link in the description below, as well as I've got it in my banners, but apparently my banners are out of order. Here we go. There it is. IQ lens. I'm very impressed with them. Very, very impressed with them. And they're available in prescription and non-prescription. So go for it, kids. Get your new glasses. Zenni Optical. All right, guys. Oh, she was in season 2 and 3. I just love her. I do. I love her. She's an absolute genius in the paper. I love it. Yeah, God bless healthcare in America. Listen, I know we don't get political here, but I just want to say that if we could get the government out of healthcare and allow doctors and healthcare professionals to dictate and compete with one another, dictate their own prices and be able to compete with one another, it would change everything. But when you have the government involved, they can pretty much charge whatever they want to. So, and then the government gets to say, you know what? I really don't think you need that prosthetic leg. You know what? I really don't think you need that medication. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary because, of course, the government knows better than the licensed, educated healthcare professionals. So, basic economics, guys. When there's no competition, they can charge whatever they want to. Anywho, let's get after it. Let's get after it. All right, guys. Here we go. Here we go. So, for you Lara Croft fans, now this has been basically in like development hell for quite some time. And it is, of course, ran by Phoebe Waller-Bridge, which seems to be very triggering for a lot of people. And I think it's because of her being in Dial of Destiny and Kathleen Kennedy wanting to replace Indiana Jones with her character. I mean, come on. I enjoyed her in Fleabag. I thought that was a really funny show. I think she's a funny actress. I liked her in Solo, a Star Wars movie, as the robot, as Lando's robot that basically becomes the Millennium Falcon. Spoiler warning. But I don't think she's that awful. She co-wrote James Bond, No Time to Die. Yeah, Dave hates that movie. Anyway, I'm willing to give it a shot. And we have an actual British woman playing Lara Croft now. And she has been working the F out. She is jacked right now. So Sophie Turner, of course, you may know her as Sansa Stark or the former Mrs. Jonas. She had a Jonas baby. I think she would make a wonderful Lara Croft. And we have a British woman show running, a British woman starring as Lara Croft. I mean, I have more hope for this than, come on, Angelina Jolie. I am not an Angelina Jolie fan, though. I don't think she's that great. I think she's incredibly overrated. And as my former mother-in-law said, because my former mother-in-law was actually my movie buddy for a while. Believe it or not, she liked Buffy. One of her favorite shows was Briscoe County Jr. with Bruce Campbell. Anyway, she went and saw the Lara Croft movie with me when it first came out, the first Angelina Jolie one. And she was like, her arms are just way too skinny. That was her complaint. She said she didn't think that Angelina Jolie looked believable in the role as someone who could pull off the things that Lara Croft does. So I like that Sophie Turner has been working out legitimately, and she's British. She's actually British, playing a British character. Wow. What a concept. Anyway, I'm going to give it a shot. I think it's got better leg to stand on than a lot of other projects that have come out. But the filming begins in January. Good morning, Abe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just met Abe yesterday on the Chinwag stream on Tomby's channel. I had a good time. It was a lot of fun. Those guys are crazy. And I felt left out because everyone had an accent but me. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts, leave it in the chat below. Fernando's like, Angelina overrated. What? Oh, Maverick switched over to X. Look at that. All right. Apparently the Batman 2 is due to start filming in April. Abe says, I've been subbed for ages, but this might be the first time I've commented in a chat. Well, hello. Yes, Betty, Terrence Stamp actually passed away a while ago. A couple weeks ago. So Batman 2 starts filming in April. And I know I've said for some time that I didn't think this film was going to happen. There was just so much going on. And it just kept getting pushed back. Well, now, as of now, it's due to start filming in April 2026 and come out in 2027. We will see. A lot could happen between then and now. Like another movie could come out and it not do well at all, and DC Studios is like, blah, done. Probably not, though. So, looks like it's happening so far. Everyone's got their scripts. Everyone's ready to go. They've got green light approval from James Gunn and Peter Safran. Anyone excited for the Batman 2? I liked the Batman. But, I mean, like everything, it's got its issues. But I can't say it's like among my favorite things ever. I like comic book movies. I want them to be wild and brightly colored and over the top. You know, I like the fun in it. And it's just super, super grounded and really dark. I will say that Robert Pattinson did a better job than I expected, but his Bruce Wayne was so emo. Like, even the hair, like, the world's so ugly, I can only look at it through one eye. So, anyway, I can't say it's on my top 5 of things I'm super excited for. So, I am looking forward to it. Batman Brave and the Bold. Now, I'm not a big fan of Andy Muschietti either. Why? Because he did The Flash, and that was just hot garbage in a rusty pan. It was so bad. It was so bad, top to bottom. Everything about it was bad. The VFX, the acting, the makeup, the special effects. I mean, come on. You left wig lace hanging out. It's the story, the disrespectful globes of it. Just come on. That was Flashpoint Paradox is one of the best comics to have come out in the last 20 years. And they gave it absolutely 0.0001 effort. So bad. Oh my God. It was just horrible. So hopefully Andy Muschietti recognizes his mistakes and has a better team to work with and better producers this time. Fingers crossed. I just hope it's better. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, why would you watch The Flash? Why would you watch that and think, you know what this guy needs? Another DC comic book movie. Good Lord. That is not a Gorn. Anyway, that was just a mess. Anyway, moving on. Colin Farrell, talking about the script, says he doesn't have much to do in it, so he is in it, I guess. But just a little bit. He said he's read the script and it is extraordinary. High praise coming from Colin Farrell, who, by the way, that ex-mother-in-law I was talking about, she actually knows Colin. Weird story. Actually, Colin, there's a lot you don't know, but he keeps his life very private, and I respect that a lot. But he has a son who was born with something called Angelman syndrome. And my former in-laws, one of my ex-mother-in-law's nephews has Angelman syndrome, and Colin started a foundation for Angelman syndrome, and they get together every year and meet and stuff. And they met him through that. Crazy. So very nice man by all accounts. Very charitable and generous. And this is high praise coming from him. The script is extraordinary, he says. So, moving on. That's a rumor. That's a rumor. Here we go. I'm going to get to this before we get into any more DC stuff. According to Variety, Disney is going to have to pay a $10 million penalty for allowing children's data to be collected from YouTube videos. Wow, that's a name. Good morning, Titty Twister. Everyone say thank you, Spectrum. They have the absolute worst internet there is. Absolute worst. Get it, Loki? Yeah. So thanks, Spectrum. Anyway, Disney is going to have to pay. Hey, good morning, We the People. Spectrum or Disney's going to have to pay $10 million Good God. Oh my God. They're getting a fucking phone call after this. I am so irritated. I am hardwired into my modem. Hardwired. Ugh. Fuck you, Spectrum. I'm so mad. So mad. All right, guys, let's try this again. Now, if I say this one more time and the stream goes down, then it's Disney. Oh my God. Okay, so Disney will pay a $10 million penalty for allowing children's data to be collected from YouTube videos. Is that not a very concerning thing? Oh, trust me, they know that I need the internet for my job. They have been told so many times in my best, most angry Karen voice possible. Okay, so Disney has agreed to pay $10 million in a civil penalty for allowing children's data to be collected on videos posted to YouTube. The Federal Trade Commission alleged, this is the FTC, okay? This isn't just parents. This isn't just people. This is the FTC. Alleged that Disney failed to designate videos on the platform as made for kids, which they do every single time that you upload anything to YouTube. It will require you to answer if the video is made for children or not. You cannot upload anything without clicking yes or no. So that means they straight up lied. They lied. That designation is meant to comply with federal law that protects kids from having their data collected and used for targeted advertisement. The FTC said in a statement that Disney will change its practices to comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which requires parental consent for data collection for users under 13 years old. Our order penalizes Disney's abuse of parents' trust, and through a mandated video review program, makes room for the future of protecting kids online. Age assurance technology. That comes from Andrew Ferguson, the FTC chairman. In a statement, Disney said it is committed to adhering to child privacy laws. Supporting the well-being and safety of kids and families is at the heart of what we do. Bullshit. The settlement does not involve Disney-owned and operated digital platforms, but rather is limited to the distribution of some of our content on YouTube's platform. So you're telling me that the people that are uploading to Disney's official YouTube channel and social media are not employed by Disney? You don't pay them? They're not on the payroll? Disney has a long tradition of embracing the highest standards of compliance with children's privacy laws, and we remain committed to investing in the tools needed to continue being a leader in this space. What you've done does not indicate you're a leader in this space. In 2019, YouTube agreed to pay $170 million for collecting data on children. As part of that settlement, YouTube began requiring content providers to designate whether videos are made for kids or not. And that took a while to go into effect. Trust me. Because when I first started, I was not required to answer that question. According to the FTC complaint, YouTube notified Disney in June 2020, this is 5 years ago, that some 300 videos, movies, including The Incredibles, Coco, Toy Story, Tangled, and Frozen, had not been designated as made for kids. The complaint states that YouTube designated the videos, but had to keep doing that with additional videos over the next couple of years. That means YouTube was going back and cleaning up Disney's mess. Now, see, if this had been me or any other content creator that is not Disney, our channels would have been deleted. It would have been taken down, blocked, deleted. YouTube definitely would not have gone behind us and fixed our shit for us. YouTube allows users to designate videos either individually or at the channel level. According to the complaint, Disney's policy was to designate at the channel level, but then posted many child-oriented videos to its not made for kids channels, resulting in them being designated as not made for kids by default. Those videos include cartoons, sing-alongs, and story times with actors reading children's books. Good morning, Gerard! Disney obtains a share of YouTube's ad revenue on its videos and also sells advertising directly. That means they're monetized on YouTube and therefore have to adhere to YouTube's rules. And if you do not follow YouTube's rules, they will cut your channel. They will block it. They will delete it. Good morning, Dom. Disney's failure to accurately designate child-directed videos as MFK results in YouTube collecting personal information and placing targeted advertisements on child-directed videos on Disney's behalf, the complaint states. Other features are also disabled on made-for-kids videos, including comments and autoplay. Under the settlement, Disney must maintain an audience-designated program to properly classify all of the videos it posts to YouTube. The settlement makes room for adoption of age assurance technology by YouTube, where the platform would be able to identify the age of all viewers, relieving the obligation to tag individual users. Individual age. That's horse shit. I mean, no. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If we have to adhere to YouTube's standards and practices and rules, then so should Disney. They don't get special treatment just because they're frickin' Disney. In fact, they broke the rules. And you were fixing your stuff up for them. Good morning, world's biggest hope. Backyard TARDIS, if you do made for kids, you can't monetize. If you select not made for kids, YouTube shouldn't be showing it to kids. Facts. They specifically made it not for kids so that one, they could make ad revenue off of it and monetize, and two, collect data for targeted advertising. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But again, if this had been one of us, one of the individual creators, our channel would be gone. Our channel would be gone. Good morning, Science Fictionary. Hello, Andrew. So here we are. Disney's collecting data and money, and they still get to keep their YouTube channel because they're Disney. They just have to pay $10 million. Oh, Disney. Oh, YouTube. Again, I'm 8 hours away now from monetization. Yesterday it was 7. Tomorrow it's probably going to be 450 because I just judged them. So there's that. Anywho, moving on. If you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about Disney collecting children's data from YouTube videos, getting busted and still getting to keep their YouTube channel, leave it in the comment section below. We're going to move on Hey, I'm excited for this. I am. The It prequel series, Welcome to Derry, premieres October 26th. And hopefully I get approved by Warner Brothers Discovery for press access by then. Good morning, Hunter. Good morning. Let's see. I've been there. If you're interested in doomsday stuff, hold on, I got something in my eye. There we go. Channing Tatum reveals that Gambit is involved in a big fight with Doctor Doom. His stunt double was involved in most of the filming as Tatum injured his leg earlier into filming. Oh, I'm sorry. There's something like. Okay, there. I got it. Woo. Also, they said he's toned down his Cajun in this one. I guess there might have been some complaints about it, but he said that the Russos don't want the same Deadpool Wolverine vibe, you know, they don't want it as comical. They want it a bit more serious, so they're toning down his Cajun. Because Cajuns can't be serious, I guess. I don't know. Good morning, Yoda be pimpin'. So I'm a big fan of Channing Tatum's Gambit. I'm a big fan of Gambit, period. Yeah. So he's telling us that Doom kills him. Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully. I hope it's good. I really do. I really do hope it's good. The Russos did so good with Infinity War and Endgame. I really hope that they bring that same energy to this, the same quality. Fingers crossed. But so many characters, you know, it reminds me of the question that was asked during the You Tell Me stream. You know, can they survive without nostalgia? They're leaning hard into the nostalgia right now. So it really makes you think, like, have you just run out of stuff? Like, is that all we're doing now? I liked Electric State. Come at me. I thought it was cute. And the brother thing really spoke to me as someone who's lost a little brother. I liked Electric State. I might watch it again today just to piss people off. But I liked it. Anyway, so there's that. Here it is. Channing Tatum says he's not going to go full Cajun as Gambit in Avengers Doomsday. The Russo brothers want things to be funny, but they don't want to go full Deadpool. They want to keep the drama and keep it tight. When Gambit gets serious, things do matter. And that is coming from a Variety article. There you go. Oh, yeah, Citadel was trash. Did not like Citadel. Like, it was one of those things where I'm watching, I'm like, "Oh, I like this. I like this." And then later you think about it and you're like, "Wait, no. I don't think I liked that." Does anyone else have moments like that, or is that just me? Like, I'll watch something, I'm like, "Oh, this is okay." And then you think about it more and you're like, "Wait, no, that was really dumb." I have no desire to go back and watch more. I think I don't like that. Or if I have zero desire to watch it again, then I'm like, "Oh, wait, yeah, I didn't care for that." Is it just me? Anyway. So, any Jordan Peele fans? I'll bring this up. Jordan Peele's next film has been removed from Universal's release calendar. I don't know what the movie was. I don't think there was a name for it. See, it happens to Medea too. I'm not alone. So, whatever it was, it is no longer there. And here we have a legit Louisianan. Andrew says the accent he did was definitely a caricature of Cajun accent in Deadpool and Wolverine. It worked, but it was as authentic Cajun as Bobby Boucher. Ha ha! I love it. I love it. It's the devil, Bobby Boucher. It's the devil. Is it him? Well, it says it's right here in theaters September 19th, 2025. So maybe they're full of shit because I'm looking at it. In theaters September 19th, 2025. Is there another one maybe they're talking about? Hello, Sergeant Giratina. Good morning, Just Comics. Hello, Steven. So, I don't know. I'm looking at Universal's release schedule right now. And him is there in theater September 19th, 2025. Then we have Wicked for Good, Gabby's Dollhouse, which I don't even know really what that is and why it's being done. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in December and Black Phone 2 in October. So, discussing film could be very wrong. All right, let's move on to bloop, 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 our DC stuff. So, as you know, James Gunn, super active on social media, especially Threads. Very much so on Threads. And someone asked him about Barbara Gordon if she would be Oracle or Batgirl, more specifically in Brave and the Bold. And James Gunn says, either way, she's also a ginger cool. So we're getting a ginger Batgirl. Save the gingers. They need all the help they can get. So yeah, she's coming and she's going to be a redhead. Hot dog. I had a lot of stuff. Oh, so good morning, Omare. Good morning. Hashtag save the gingers, says Just Comics. Now, according to productionlist.org, Xolo Maridueña is still listed as Nova. He's still listed in the Nova project. It has not changed. It's still the same. And I feel like for a while there, like James Gunn either forgot that Blue Beetle, he said Blue Beetle was still in the DCU, or he just remembered, or he was misdirecting us, because then he started bringing him up. And now Angel Manuel Soto is teasing that Blue Beetle is going to show up in Peacemaker. This is from his Instagram. I loved the family dynamic from Blue Beetle. Nana reminds me of my grandma. And who doesn't have a Tio Rudy? Who? But I like the family dynamic. I like that. But I'm gonna bet, and I was saying this the other day because he just starts dropping information about Blue Beetle, or he just starts bringing him up in interviews, and then talking about, you know, how we have these huge cameos in the last 3 episodes of Peacemaker season 2 that has a totally different vibe than the rest of the episodes. I think it is. I liked it. And he is working on a sequel to Superman. That's what we're going to talk about in a second. He is. Anyway, so I think Xolo's going to show up. Xolo's going to show the end of Peacemaker. And I love that. I love Jaime Reyes. I think Xolo was a great choice for Jaime Reyes. Good morning, Truth. Good morning. Do I think it's the greatest comic book movie ever made? No, I don't. But it's definitely not the worst. And I enjoyed it. I've watched it a few different times. So Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, he goes, listen. James Gunn, I've said this so many times. Just give Jennifer the phone when you go to the toilet. You're not good at it. You're not good at social media. I mean, I'm not either. That's why I'm still not monetized. But yeah, I think he's going to show up. I think he's going to show up. So there's that. And, screw it. Let's just get to it. And I'm wondering if the shadow is going to change shapes when we see it completed. But here we have him. Clayface. I think it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, we are at 7,981 subscribers. And 8 hours away from being monetized. Good Lord, please. Omari, Arthur Fuck's going to run over and push Clayface down the stairs. Please, God, no. I can't handle any more Joaquin Phoenix or whatever his I'm not the Joker thing was. It was just disturbing. Disturbing. So, there you have it. An actual scene being filmed on location in Liverpool for Clayface. Look at him go. The villain creep. Love it. Anyway, so yesterday, James Gunn announced that the Superman sequel, or he kept saying not direct sequel. I don't even understand how any of that works. He just needs to stop talking. But he's announced Man of Tomorrow releasing in theaters July 9th, 2027. The truth. Clayface, fully a clay. That's funny. So Superman Man of Tomorrow is, of course, kind of like Batman or Year One. It's like Superman's Year One. It's when he's kind of finding his way as the vigilante hero Superman. How he gets his suit, how he meets Lois Lane, how Lois Lane gets to the Daily Planet. It's kind of an origin story in a sense, that it is his first go as Superman. So obviously they have to change things because Gunn has said that he doesn't want to do the origin stories anymore because they have been done to death. Everybody knows who Superman is, how he came to Earth. Of course, he changed that one. Everyone knows all of that stuff. But also, Man of Tomorrow is basically him being forced to team up with Lex Luthor to fight Parasite and Lobo. Lobo shows up. He is there to collect the last Kryptonian, and of course, Martian Manhunter shows up. But it's an origin story for the Parasite. He was a janitor at Star Labs, a husband and father with 1.5 kids, and Star Labs ensues. He becomes the Parasite. So he's not fighting the Gorn on my cover, Maverick. He is fighting Parasite. However, because they have to make changes already, because he doesn't want to do an origin story, and we've already introduced Superman as an established character who's been Supermaning for about 3 years, they're going to have to make changes. And I think one of those changes is going to be, instead of Parasite, we're getting Brainiac. I mean, Lobo has to come to Earth hunting something. Maybe he's there hunting Brainiac. That's my belief. I mean, they could introduce Parasite at the same time. I mean, come on. James Gunn loves doing ensemble pieces. He can't just do one character. He's got to do like 7 of them. We do know that Hawk Girl is returning. Isabella Merced has already posted on Instagram that, see you soon, I'll be back. Are we going to have Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, and Metamorpho back? We don't know yet, but probably. I believe it's going to be Brainiac they're fighting. And look at that. Truth agrees with me. It's got to be Brainiac. Brainiac is the right decision because we've never had him in live action. It's always been the same thing. Every Superman movie, same thing. And Man of Steel was absolutely no different in that respect. Who was the bad guy in Man of Steel? Zod. We've already done that. We've done it so many times. Brainiac is one of the best comic book superheroes, comic book superhero villains that's ever been written. He's complex. He's evil. He's brilliant. He's hard to defeat. Let's go. Let Brainiac. Yeah, I did not understand the Hawk Girl screech. I didn't get that. So I would love to stick with one major villain. That would be super helpful, but probably not. The good thing is James Gunn is good at ensemble pieces. I understand it's her war cry, but Hawkgirl doesn't do that, and it was just irritating. Brainiac 5 from the Legion of Superheroes. I don't want that. I want evil Brainiac. Some of my favorite villains in all of fiction, Brainiac and the Borg. So there's something about that cold, emotionless, hell-bent on domination that is such a good juxtaposition to humanity. Emotional, warm-blooded creatures. Flawed creatures. You know, the beauty is in the imperfections. Whereas Brainiac and the Borg are obsessed with perfecting everything. Bob Iger. Anyway, that's why I love, oh yeah, Superman Unbound. That's a good one. That's a really good one. If they could somehow combine Superman Unbound and Man of Tomorrow, that would be good. That would be very good. But I think the secret to the next, like, really, really, really good Superman film, to really, really bringing the DCU to a level where it can truly compete and even dominate the MCU. Bring in Brainiac. Bring him in. The truth, they could also expand Krypton and give us more Bradley Cooper. I would love it if it came out that Brainiac made that message. Because, I mean, really, what do a bunch of fucking Earthlings who've never known that Krypton even existed before 3 years ago or have any frame of reference for it, how the hell are they going to honestly know that, oh yeah, this is a totally real, legit message? It hasn't been altered at all. How are they going to know? Especially if it has been altered by this, like, Omega level intellect, AI machine robot hell bent on universal domination. How would they know if he made that or not? They wouldn't know. If Brainiac doesn't want you to know something's been altered, you're not going to know. So I hope it comes out that Brainiac made that his parents weren't evil warlords. That is my biggest bitch about Superman, is what he did to the parents. Fernando says he has the best spacecraft, that big skull. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so evil looking. I love it. Brainiac is Krypton ends justify the means to save the Kryptonian race. And he bottles those tiny cities like he bottled Kandor. You could do a lot with that. You could do a lot with that. And come on, Lobo's totally going to be in it. We know Lobo's going to be in it. My man. So, what do you guys think? Do you think they're going to stick to the script and it'll just be Lex and Parasite and Lobo and Martian Manhunter? Or do you think we're going to get Brainiac? That is my professional opinion. I can say that now. I think it's going to be Brainiac. Nope, I don't think it's going to be Doomsday. I do not think it's going to be Doomsday because it's already been done. And James Gunn is clearly trying to distance himself from the DCEU, as I reference the previously the DCU in the first episode of Peacemaker season 2. I don't know if she has or not. We know nothing so far. Isn't Lobo known as the main man? He sure is. He sure is. And he's like indestructible. Listen, Lobo is Jason Momoa if he was an intergalactic, interdimensional bounty hunter. And that leads me to wonder if Lobo's going to show up in Peacemaker. What if, walk with me, okay? Walk with me. What if Peacemaker pisses a bunch of people off by going in and out of those 99 doors, causes havoc, and someone puts a bounty out for him? And so Lobo shows up in the last few episodes of Peacemaker season 2. It could happen. It could happen. Just saying, maybe the people that are showing up is Jason Momoa and Blue Beetle. So if we were in the Men in Black universe, Jason is playing himself in Supergirl. I mean, basically. Again, I feel like they save money hiring Jason Momoa because you don't need a stylist. He just shows up what he wore from home and they're like, perfect. That works. Use it. Truth says Lobo could totally be the Deadpool of this universe and be a complete asshole to every character in the universe. It's perfect. It's exactly what the DCU needs. They need to be able to compete. They need him to compete with the MCU's Deadpool. It's perfect. Duration Lunatic, if I remember right, doesn't Lobo have a weakness for space dolphins? I think you're right. I should do a Lobo breakdown. I'll add that to my list after I do Franklin. Still writing Supergirl. I know. I take my time with that stuff because I want it to be good. So Supergirl, Franklin, and Lobo. How about that? But what do you guys think? Do you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about Man of Tomorrow being the next Superman project? Leave it in the chat below. We're wrapping things up. If you would like to help support the channel, thank you. I need your help. I am 8 hours away from monetization, but that could change tomorrow to 450 hours. So, whatever. I'm just going to cry and give up because 5 years of my life, every time I get remotely close to getting monetized, it just goes. Oh, yeah. Aaron Pierre commented on it. It says, see you soon. Is he going to be in Man of Tomorrow? Maybe. I don't think he's going to be in Peacemaker. Did I hit 8,000? Let me check. Did I check? Did I hit 8,000? No, I'm still at 7,981. But I'm 8 hours away from monetization. 8 hours. So I've been positive for so long. I work at this so hard. I really spend the majority of my day working on this channel. Seriously. It takes so much time and effort and work. You have no idea. I have to schedule every other part of my life, like working out, taking care of my plants and chickens, and feeding my family and stuff, because it really does. It takes a lot of work. It's not just the editing and sitting here talking to you guys. I have to post to multiple platforms to promote, and the writing, the graphic design. It's a lot of work. Anyway, I'm trying to be positive, but every time I get close, YouTube kicks me back down. That's why I'm offering incentives. Like the second I hit 3,000 watch hours and I can get monetized, I'm going to pick a randomly selected subscriber from the channel and pay for them myself out of my own money, a custom designed comics and hoodie, and CJ from CJack Productions is going to give them a $50 gift card to Amazon. So anyway, it's a lot of work and it gets exhausting. It does, but I don't think I could let go of that to someone else to do, like the editing of my main videos and stuff like that. I feel like that is me. You know, I have a special personality or whatever I put into my edits and my graphic design, and I feel like if I let that go to someone else, then it wouldn't be my channel anymore and whatever. So, anywho, um I still love it. I still love it. I just really need to get monetized so it's easier on my family. Seriously, that's the whole point. But helping by sharing and commenting and liking and subscribing, it helps, especially the commenting and the and sharing and stuff. That helps. Yeah. During Lunatic, I had a friend who was starting a YouTube channel. I told her if she wants to be successful, she's going to have to treat it like a full-time job. Yes. Yes. I've heard so many people say, well, I'm just going to do this on the side. And when I get big, then I'm going to devote this kind of time to it. You can't do that at all. You have to treat it like you're already there. If you want them to pay you for it, you have to show them why. Exactly. And so that's why I spend the majority of my time in this office. Why I have my little step machine right here so I can watch things and write and review while I'm at my desk, so I'm not sitting all the time. But anywho, oh, dogs are barking. Anywho, if you'd like to help support the channel, the like button, commenting, sharing the videos especially helps out substantially. Get a playlist going. Just keep that going on in the background. You can mute it if you want to, but as long as the views go, you know, that helps substantially. And of course, we won't find out for 5 days after you watch it because that's how YouTube operates. Right now, it's as of August 31st. I'm 8 hours away. But if you would like to help support the channel in other ways, there is buymeacoffee.com/comicsandmua. You can go to this link right here, which is in the description below with all the other links, or you can scan that QR code right there. With that, it is a very secured website. The money goes directly to me, and it helps me support the streaming software, the editing software, the internet, the licensing for several websites, equipment, you name it. It helps keep this channel going, and it is so appreciated. I literally do Vigilante's famous butt dance whenever there is a tip. It really helps out. You have no idea. There's also Cash App if you are more comfortable with that. So there you go. You can also check out the official Nerdling Army over at patreon.com/comics. And there are exclusives like extra content, behind the scenes, outtakes, when I get my audio working properly. There's also exclusive chat rooms and an exclusive request line. All requests for breakdowns through Patreon get preferential treatment. That is the word I'm looking for. Priority treatment through Patreon. If you are a Nerdling First Class or higher, you are automatically made a moderator of the channel, and all members of the Nerdling Army get their name in the end credits of every single video. So, and you also get exclusive merch. You can buy it there, but you also get some every 3 months for the first year of your membership, which corresponds directly to your specific rank in the Nerdling Army. So check that out at patreon.com/comics. And today I have a merch store, comicsandcosmetics.etsy. I have new Revival and Buffy merch I've just put up. Dude, the star of Revival herself, Romy Weltman, who plays M. Cypress on Revival. I sent her the stuff I made. She was like, oh my God, these are sick. Send me the link. I want to buy them. Like, day made. Like, how many people can say that? The star of one of my favorite shows liked the inspired merch I made so much that she bought it and she's going to use it. That's like wild. Oh my God. So there's that. I'm also an influencer for Amazon. I have several lists. So if you go to this link, you'll be able to see my recommendations for series, movies, books, cosmetics, skincare, special effects, podcasting, households, and for me, like everything. So go check that out. I'm also an affiliate for several things like Zenni Optical. I'm very excited to get my Zenni IQ lenses today. I'm very excited. I've been wearing these glasses for a year straight, and I like to change things up. I mean, they're virtually the same style, but they're more horn-rimmed glasses. I can't wait. They come in today. I'm very excited. Also, Cora's Vault for 10% off. Use all that information. TikTok, CapCut, and everything you see here is on comicsand.com. I will be writing my review of the paper and putting that up today since I just got access yesterday. So excited. So be on the lookout for my new review from the paper going up today. This podcast is powered by the Red 5 Network. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators here to educate and entertain you. So if you like this podcast, chances are you're going to like more of the Red 5 Network. So go to red5.bio.link today to discover more of the Red 5 Network. Pull up the store. Why can't, there you go. There's that link for the store. It's hard to do. Hold on. And there we go. Let me pull this up if it'll let me, because I have to turn one thing off and turn on another. So here is the store. Here's some featured items. A lot of people like the Coexist sticker because that's, Cyclops, the Imperial symbol, a Cylon, X-Men. What's the eye again? I can't remember. Oh, that's from Loki. Superman and a Star Trek phaser. You can get a Comics and koozie, a Ahsoka pint glass. It's my Superman pint glass. Here is one of the new designs. This is a Buffy mug. Cup of tea, almost got shagged, cup of tea. Spike quote. Love that. Don't tread rhythmically. That's one of my favorites. And here are the Revival designs. Don't tell Dad with the scythe. Eh, eh. And this one has the broken arm, M's broken arm, flipping it off. And with a needle and red thread, it says super powered because she used her broken arm to kill someone. And that is, of course, sorry, I have the wrong link up, comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com for all your nerdy needs. Got the hoodie, and then out for a walk, bitch. Spike. These are all designed, painted, what have you, by yours truly. There is literally so much to choose from. Seriously. Oh, Composite Superman. That's one of my favorites. There's the Church of the Non-Denominational Nerd. So, my dog. Anywho, if you like nerdy stuff, go to comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com and tell me what you think about that. Yeah. All that stuff. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm out. I got stuff to do. I have to write a review. I have to record a voiceover for someone. I got to feed chickens. So much to do. Seriously. And I got to finish writing Supergirl. So you guys have a wonderful day. I will have to see you, unfortunately, next week because I have more doctor stuff tomorrow. So I'll see you the day after my birthday. My birthday is, of course, Sunday. Hooray. 45 years old. Here I come. Yay. So fun. Okay, guys, you take care. I'll see you Monday. Be good to each other and keep your eyes peeled. Okay. Because
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!